Hello, I'm Jolly. Welcome to Jolly Good Impressions, where I give you my opinion on the games I play as I knock them off my backlog, and whether or not I recommend them to you. In today's video, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, and at the end, I'll give you an update on my backlog, and a look at what's next.
A man on the run, he's a ghost, he is no one.
The fact that I already started playing this game prior is the first reason why I decided to continue. To go along with that is the fact that I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and Marvel movies in general, the whole universe, and I've seen all the movies and shows up to now. And the last reason for me to continue playing this game would be the fact that it's made by Eidos Montreal, which, excluding the terrible Marvel's Avengers game, have made some good stuff, including the Tomb Raider games and Deus Ex, which makes it a good bet that they'll make something good.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment. Piece of cake.
Now, on to what matters, the pros and the cons. Starting off with the pros. The first thing that would be unforgivable if they got wrong would be the fact that the Guardians still do the same witty wisecracking they are known for, always talking crap to each other and arguing. Drax never understands jokes and makes terrible comparisons, while Rocket thinks he's the leader and yells at everyone. Meanwhile, Gamora is being quiet but deadly, Star-Lord being the dumb leader that somehow makes it all work, and, well, Groot just being Groot.
You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter and cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot.
But getting the character's personality right won't help you if you don't make a compelling story to go along with it. Which I'm glad to say that they did, in fact, make a good story. It kept things interesting throughout, throwing in some twists, dumb decisions by the Guardians, and various unexpected parts, like boss fights, space llamas, and walking inside of Drax's brain. And helping to make the story as good as it was, there's also the fact that choice matters in this game, giving you the ability to choose Star-Lord's dialogue and side with whichever Guardian you want, affecting their attitude towards you and determining how the story will play out. I really do think choice matters makes just about every game better, and it should be included in most games like this. This should be expected though, given the fact that these guys are responsible for Deus Ex, which had the same kind of dialogue options in it, very in-depth, and it's very good.
You are free here.
Moving on, some of the levels in this game have a lot of action, and during these they do a good job of adding in some puzzle sections. While none of them are too hard, they do a good job of breaking things up a bit, and give you more time to listen to the Guardians bicker. Another thing to take note of is this game's soundtrack, which is another thing that they absolutely had to get right for this game to work. And did they ever? With a plethora of hits, like Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, Since You've Been Gone by Pat Benatar, and many, many more. These songs really bring the game to life, in the same way they do in the movies. The final pro is going to be the combat, which mixes turn-based tactics with regular third-person action, resembling a lighter version of games like Dragon Age. They give you a good mix of abilities, with each Guardian having abilities that you can unlock as you progress, with Groot playing like a healer, Rocket playing like a damage character, Gamora being that assassin with the critical hits, and Drax being the big brute that can destroy anything, as well as Star-Lord having his own set to go along with equipment upgrades for his visor, boots, and suit. And finally, his 4 gun abilities that you unlock slowly as you progress through the story.
I can always count Drax! Kick their butts!
Overall, I think they did a really good job with this game, but of course, there's always the cons. And while small in number, they do still make an impact here. First being the glitches in the dialogue, which in a game where you do very close-up shots of their faces, can be extremely noticeable and sometimes pretty jarring. Next is the glitches in the traversal system. There was a good bit of times when trying to shimmy across a ledge with Star-Lord, I would make it all the way across, but then he would get sucked back into the animation, and it would keep doing it over and over until he restarted my game. It was minor, but very annoying. And the final con is the number of crashes I had. In my whole playthrough, I think I had about 8 crashes. And this is running with a 4090, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and a 7950X processor, which with a game this old doesn't really make any sense. The best thing about these cons is that all these are performance related. The actual game itself is very, very good, which comes to the final question. Do I recommend it? I would fully recommend this game to any Marvel or Guardians of the Galaxy fan that want more of a comic book take on the Guardians of the Galaxy, any third-person action fan, or a fan of something like Dragon Age, the good ones, that is. Honestly though, anybody that picks up this game would fully enjoy it, even having no experience with Guardians of the Galaxy. So there you have it. This should give you a better idea of what you can expect if you purchase this game. Anyways, this has been Jolly. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings on Guardians of the Galaxy. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and ring the bell to get notified when I release a new video. For those interested, stay another minute and I will give you an update on my backlog. For everyone else, as always, stay jolly.
Awfully nice picture. There's no way we lose today, Quill.
Seriously? That's what you're gonna do when these clowns turn it all upside down.
What are we doing?
Doesn't matter, because I say no. No guts, no glory. If you want to succeed, you gotta fight and bleed for your needs. So who's with me?
Fortunately, we are.
Great. Ready!
Light him up, Rocket!
Then trip him and watch him go down! That one's packing out!
Now for an update on my backlog. I started my playthrough of RoboCop, however I just wasn't feeling it, and decided to take it off the list for now. Early on I decided that as long as I give a game a fair chance, I was allowed to take it off if I wasn't feeling it. I also started and nearly finished Hi-Fi Rush, so you'll see impressions on that one shortly. After I've completed that, I should finish the Black Ops 6 campaign, and then begin playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Also, I will be adding to the list the first Berserker Kazan, which I just picked up after falling in love with the demo, and cannot wait to get into. I'm really looking forward to these games, and can't wait to tell you what I think. I appreciate anybody that stuck around this long in the video, and hope that you enjoyed it, but that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, have a good day, and as always, stay jolly.